I'm going to start by saying that this beautifully dressed bed here features our TSV. And while technically you can't even really see the TSV on this bed, it is the most important part of this bed. It's the sheet set. I actually said this on the air yesterday, and my guest was like, oh my gosh, I never thought about it this way, but it's so important. We spend lots of money and lots of time dressing our bed so that it looks a lot like what you just saw on your screen, right? Gorgeous comforter and a throw folded at the end and big fluffy pillows. And when we slide into bed at the end of a long day and every part of us is tired, fatigued, and ready to rest, what is the first and only thing that our skin is touching the whole time we're sleeping? It's the sheets. And yet the sheets are what we often spend the least on. And I mean money and time. We usually go, white sheets, it's fine. And then we spend all this money making the bed look gorgeous. And then we slide into scratchy, cold, uncomfortable sheets and wonder why we don't get a great night's sleep. My favorite sheets at QVC, and I get to try all of them, is Velvetsoft. These are the ones that feel like you are wrapped in marshmallows. You're wrapped in clouds. And I don't mean that in the sense that they're fluffy and heavy. They're fluffy and soft. If you love them like I do, call me at 1-800-395-1601. And if you're waiting for me to say, oh, we have a sheet set and it's this price in twin and this price in full and this price in queen, I'm not going to say that. All of them have the same price tag of $59.98. It's the only Berkshire sheet, today's special value of the entire year. And you can break it down by value up to $75. But wait, pillowcases, what are we talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 pillowcases. And no, I don't just mean if you're ordering the queen or the king. If you order the twin, the full, the queen, the king, the cow king, the split king, you all get 4 pillowcases. That, in my opinion, should be the cost of the TSV alone. And we've had 45,000 sets already ordered. I'll give you a little behind the scenes. There's some buzz in this building about when the last presentation will be, and it won't be at 11 p.m. It might be in the next show. Let's take you through the color choices. Call us if you're ordering it today. Yes, we have free shipping and handling, so maybe you're going, well, wait a minute. I'm getting one for the queen, one for the king, one for my kids' room. Picking them up as gifts because I do not incur an extra $7.50 with every additional purchase. Colors in our sheet sets are lilac, and you'll see that the lilac has this lattice work detail. We'll talk about that. Not all of them do. We have solids and then the lattice work. This one is called the beige, which clearly is a bit of a misnomer. It's more like a milk chocolate. There are 700 remaining in the beige. It's 3 p.m. Here's the sage, one of my favorite colors. It's that soft green, and we have 2,200 remaining in the sage. Moving down, all of these are going to be solids. This is the ivory. 2,200 remain ivory. It is like ivory meets a buttercream. We have ice blue. 2,200. Boy, I do not like these little numbers, guys, because if we've had 46,000 orders and we have 2,200 remaining in these very popular colors, that's worrisome. Down here, it's the blush. 2,600 remain in the blush. And then, I'll be honest, if you get in all these countdowns, I'm surprised the gray is here at all. And we have 2,900 remaining in the gray. And then backing up here, because we missed one countdown, this lilac, there's 1,800 left. I did not hear a countdown that makes me go, we're good. These are all very limited, right? And if you've never experienced Velvetsoft, we have a lot of learning to do together, because I had the hesitation a lot of you have right now, which is, oh, it looks really fluffy and soft, but I bet it's gonna make me hot. It's actually the opposite of that. It keeps you that perfect sweet spot temperature. And me personally, I find I fall asleep quicker in these because it doesn't take me 15 minutes to thaw out, because there's no cold sheets to mess with. H438043 is your item number. Nicolette Brickey joins us right now. She's one of our home embedding experts here representing Berkshire. And also, her dress has the entire building abuzz, too. I don't have an item number for it, so I wouldn't even bother calling customer service. I'm not even going to be able to help you.
Sorry.
No. It's great. And she's a style expert, too, so she's representing. Nicolette, we didn't even really have a chance to talk about this, but I, completely unsolicited by QVC or Berkshire, have declared these my favorite sheets. It took me moving up to the Northeast and coming to QVC to even discover they existed. You can only see them or get them through Berkshire. And they are a luxury lover's dream come true without the luxury price tag.
They really are, and that Velvetsoft fabrication is exclusive to QVC, and we've actually sold close to 1 million sheet sets,
right.
So we are adding to that number with this TSV.
Well, hang on a minute. I think you're over that now.
Oh, are we?
Hang on. Now, let me think about this. I'm not making an official declaration. When we started the day, you were at 955,000 sheet sets from Berkshire. And Chunky just told me we're over 1 million.
We're over 1 million.
We are over 1 million. Congratulations. I got chills, right?
Me too.
Well, imagine that, right? What an endorsement from the American public to order 1 million sheet sets from Berkshire. And it isn't just the cozy feel of it. There's lots of details to talk about it. So with that celebration, where's the balloons?
Yeah, and where's the champagne?
And
I'll be hitting that up
later. We'll do that later.
But for now, let's talk bedding. So as I said, you know, that Velvetsoft fabrication exclusive to QVC, wildly popular because of those ultra premium yarns that we've done in a knitted construction. So when you hear Velvetsoft, you might know us for those throws and those blankets. Wow. But as you said, Jen, you know what? This is done in this lovely, breathable, marshmallowy, knitted construction sheet set. So it feels amazing against the skin. The softest, coziest, silkiest, just honestly, most amazing feel and hand to it. You know, we've been around for 30 years. We've been on QVC since 2010. We have a loyal following. You love us. There's a reason for it.
I love them too. So I'm showing you a couple of things. One, they're just beautiful, right? They have this gorgeous sheen to them.
Yeah.
You almost feel like if there's no blankets on the bed, it's okay because they look that gorgeous, right? I do this little, stole it from Dennis Basso kind of puddling thing to show you that they're not thick, they're not heavy, they practically float, right? So if this were heavy, it would pile down, it would weigh down like that. Oh, P.S., you cannot wrinkle these. So if you're the kind of gal or guy who likes to iron your sheets, more power to you. You don't have to do that here, all right? You never use fabric softener on these because it's impossible to make them any softer. And the technology in Velvetsoft repels what most people find as like an objection to these sheets because they look at them and they go, I bet it's going to be hot. The revelation for me was that it's actually less hot than even some of your higher thread count cotton sheets. And this is why.
Right, because we did this for you in knitted construction. It's not woven, so it's not trapping in heat. That's what keeps you hot. And I must say, I did take a nap earlier today and I covered myself. I mean, I'm a napper, like the world knows it. And I actually covered myself with the top sheet here and it was amazing. But you can see how through a woven fabrication, that heat does stay trapped, but with our knit Velvetsoft, that breathability is there. And, you know, you stay comfortable, you stay cozy, and, you know, it's like you stay the right temperature.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my personal experience.
This is the ultimate sheet set for the couple that shares a bed, and one's always hot and one's always cold. It's the perfect sheet set for the couple where you're both always cold, or you're both always hot, or you sleep with 3 animals and 2 kids in the bed. It doesn't matter. Everybody is happy in Velvetsoft, and I use mine year round. So this isn't even like you pull them out when it's cold kind of situation. All right, I'm getting hit. My earpiece is taking all kinds of updates. We're busy on the phone lines. So let's regroup. We have over 2,000 orders in this show. We have 900 people trying to call us right now. Chunky, that's the highest number I think I've ever heard. So is it? Okay. So Chunky just gave me an update on how many people are shopping on our website, and I've been trying to keep track in my head because we only just recently got access to these numbers. And I hear 26, 27, 28,000 a lot. I have never heard 37,000. It's free shipping day. Everything's on free shipping. It doesn't mean that 37,000 people are ordering the TSV right now, but it means they're on the website about to find out that it is the TSV right now. And if we're already counting down most of these color choices, this is where, as I say, rubber meets road. To make sure you're clear, you get 4 pillowcases. Most everyone orders a sheet set and then they go back for 2 extra pillowcases because we have tons of pillows. You don't have to do that this time. In the lilac choice, 1,600 remain. I've had 2,000 orders on the set in 6 minutes. Next is the beige. All right, so this is going to be our next to go. We have 400 remaining in the beige choice, which again is more like a milk chocolate. Look how elegant that looks in your image. without even the comforter or anything, and we do have the comforter set coming up shortly. This is the sage. 1,800 remain in the sage. Ivory. 1,900 remain in the ivory. I don't know, guys. I'm curious if we're gonna have a presentation at 5. Okay, here's the ice blue. 1,900 remain in the ice blue. Blush. We are down to 2,400 in the blush and 2,400 in the gray, but it is the most popular. So read that as for every one of these other colors, probably 2 is being ordered in the gray. In the 1 minute that it took me to go through colors, another 1,000 have been ordered. Well, think about it. And I know it's really exciting, free shipping, 5 easy pays, energy, 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 right? But let's really just break it down to value instead of like everything must go kind of energy, right? 4 pillowcases, the oversized sheet set. So if you have that topper, it's gonna be fine. And we'll talk about the elastic and how it's going on the bed. The fact that everybody's paying the same price. Twin, twin XL, full queen, king, Cal king, split king, split king. Everybody pays the same price and everybody gets 4 pillowcases. And as Nicolette's showing you how soft it is, it has that suede-like nap to it. Please also notice, just as is consistent with Berkshire, oversized sheets. So you're never gonna find like, oh, pull it off to the side on one because the other one looks really, really short and we're just gonna have one side. Look how much length you get. And even as I'm showing you the stretch on that, that knit is inherently breathable. And then underneath, Nicola, this is my favorite part, you never have to fight to get the sheets on and keep them on.
Right, so let's talk about the inches in that pocket size there. So as you mentioned earlier, we have lots of sizes ranging from twin to king. In the twin, that'll be 14 inches. And I'd like to just show you how there is a little bit of that stretch there.
Pan right over to you.
You know, you certainly won't have any hard time putting this on your mattress. The full, I believe, we're at 17, and then above that, we're at 18 inches.
It's a deep, deep pocket, guys. And that elastic goes all the way around. So you don't have that 3-inch little thing of elastic, and then it goes threadbare, and it never stays on. You never wake up in the middle of the night, one corner's gone, ba-coing, right?
Right.
Doesn't make that sound, but you know what
I mean,
right?
sometimes it's really a struggle, you know, with like certain
if you live
fitted
alone.
Right.
I mean, I went through that for many years where I was like, okay, get it right, run around, try to get it right.
Right.
Like, and before you know it, you burned 800 calories and you're exhausted, right? That's not what this is about. Oh my gosh, Chunky. Okay, so at this rate, it's almost 1,000 for every minute, right? So at the bottom of your screen, I would take a look at the availability guide. Lilac, we're sold out in twin and full. Ivory, sold out in twin, right? And that's gonna tell you what sizes are available for you. This is when you start to mix and match colors. I love that we have done a neutral palette so that it isn't necessarily just red and green for Christmas, right? Or some that are strictly winter, but you can certainly do that if you like. If you want the, okay, so if you want the beige, that's your chocolate, I'm sorry, it's misnamed. There's 200 left. I mean, to me, that's the equivalent of a last call. You want to run really quickly because we had thousands and thousands of these to start. I love the idea and the choice of doing this lattice work on some of them. That gives it that dimension.
Yes, and you know, you can easily add some style to your bedding, to your bedroom by combining some prints, some solids, and then even maybe throwing like a color on the wall just to freshen up your room. I actually have to tell you, I was doing a little bit of research and I saw that we're actually moving away from like all white bedding. A lot of people now are bringing color into the bedroom, into their bedding. So here's an opportunity for you to do that, for maybe change it up, add a different mood, you know, to the way that you sleep, kind of how you feel when you enter the room. Right.
To change up the look of your room. I know we have our really pretty bed that we've been showing you, and it doesn't necessarily display as much the sheets themselves. You know what's so funny? You got in here and you lifted that up, and I felt the air.
You did?
Moving inside. Like it will never parachute. It never just tense and holds, traps all the heat in.
Well, and that's important for us because men, I feel, so my husband wears, he could wear a snowsuit in bed. I don't know how. I could wear next to nothing, but he produces so much heat. You know what I mean? He dresses from head to toe. He might as well wear socks. Produces so much heat, and meanwhile, I'm like this. So if that's you, this is for you, right? I always think that men actually sleep like I don't know, they radiate warmth and heat.
Like generators.
They're like generators.
I will tell you that the first reason I purchased Velvetsoft was because I was a gal from the South moving up north. And I was like, okay, these winters are way too cold. And it takes me a half an hour for my toes to thaw out when I get in. Like everybody else